Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Gimpy. I'm here with another unboxing for you. Like I said in my video of Talon, if you just watched that one, I was going to originally have a playthrough of A Wing and a Prayer for you this evening, but that ended up falling through. It didn't come out right, so I'm going to be refilming that. So look for that here in a couple of days, but I'm doing a couple of unboxings for you real quick. One was Talon, and then also Flying Colors, which was the first in the Flying Colors series by GMT, and I was lucky enough to find this one. Unfortunately, it does not look like the first Flying Colors is on the P500 list for GMT, so if you're interested in this, you're going to have to look on third-party sites like eBay or BGG to see if you can find a copy. But I did want to do a quick unboxing, so if you are interested in the Age of Sail and this game specifically, you can see what's in it so you can make your choice on it. Because right now, you can get a Blue Cross White Ensign, which is the third in the series, for a third of the cost of what you're going to pay for Flying Colors. So you need to keep that in mind. Me, I've been bit by the wargaming bug, something fierce, and it's actually my birthday here in a few days, so wifey was like, get what you want, it's fine. So let's do our unboxing here real quick. Oh, and I was lucky enough to find a brand new, unopened, I already took the shrink off, 2010 copy, so this is the second printing of Flying Colors, not the 2005 printing. So I was happy about that as well. So let's pop it. I don't understand how people can take and buy a game and not open it. Hamtag actually just did that. They're like, you know, the top 5 games that people have that they haven't played or haven't opened, and everything that I get, I open. Now, all of it hasn't made it to the table yet. It's going to, but you know, I open it and like I just can't help it. I don't know. It's something about tearing the shrink off. Standard rulebook. I did this one in Blue Cross White Ensign. It looks like it's the same version. I'd have to look to make sure, but I am going to probably use the rulebook from that one instead. This one does have ship duels rules in it, which means it is obviously the later version, because duels didn't come out until the second game, which is Flying Serpents. And yeah, this is the same rulebook that the other one is. I mean, verbatim, same charts on the back and everything. So what's going to be really different is the playbook, which is going to have the scenarios in it, and it's got the big one in there, Trafalgar, example of play. That's nice. A bunch of other different battles, and then how to design your own. I do like how they have pictures for it. These, it would have been nice if they went with color on these, but it's not a game-breaking thing by any means as far as that goes. I mean, they've got listed down the names of every ship and where they go, you know, on your player map, so it's not exactly an issue. I do like how they have the maps, which way the wind's pointing, so you've got a bunch of different scenarios. Where's Trafalgar? That's 19. Let's turn to that real quick, see what that one looks like. Okay, that you don't even see the picture yet. It starts right here, and you can see the list of ships that are, wow, that is a lot of ships. You got British, French, Spanish, special rules in it, and it doesn't even have a picture of it. Wind direction on it. Wow, okay, that's interesting. Is this, oh no, here it is. It's on the next page. It's a picture of Trafalgar. God, look at all those ships in one battle. That would definitely take a couple of days probably to play through, even with the streamlined rules of Flying Colors. Which I gotta say, I like this game. It is flexible enough to pretty much play it the way you want. You don't have to worry about all the little minute details. And it's like I pointed out in my other one, I don't worry about the chain of command specifically when it comes to the game. I just enjoy the basic rules of it. Now this one, I like the fact that it actually comes with a status sheet. The third one didn't come with that. You had to print that off. So I like how it's got a stack of these, and it's got a good amount of them in there. This one actually has more room on it, so I might make photocopies of this one versus the other one. I mean, they'll both work, and honestly, I could take and go to it. The status sheet that I downloaded had these battles in it. So if I wanted to, I could go print them out and it would already have the names of the ships that are in the battle and the rates and everything already in it. So it'd make it a lot easier instead of having to write it down. The standard player aids, a couple of them. Like I said in the previous one, I love how this is a very streamlined way of play. You've got modifiers, but then you're just basically going off the rate and the range and then adjusting your modifiers for whatever it is, if you're point blank or having a carronade or anything like that. And then in the center you've got your versus large vessels versus small vessels, and then down the bottom there is your modifiers for whatever's going on in the certain thing. So if you're a French ship, you get a +1. British ship going after hulls, you get +1. So certain nations were better going after certain things. Again, I like the fact that they have this picture on the back of it, so you can take and, because you'll lose it in your mind, but you can take and rotate this to your ship. Like, okay, where's my ship? All right, so the wind's coming in that way. All right, I know, it's reaching, beating, and all the words that I didn't know until I started playing this game. So you got a couple of those. I'm only gonna need one. And this right here is actually the big reason that I bought the game, because I wanted all the yummy British and French and Spanish ships that were gonna come with it. Let me take and set those down. Actually, it looks like are these thicker? No, it's a little hard to see there. I can't tell if these are thicker than the ones that came with the third one, the Blue Cross. I think these are actually thicker than those, because I think those were the thin white edged ones and these aren't. So they're actually a little bit thicker than the one in the third edition. But all those first rates, second rates, even more second rates, that's what I was really wanting, is the ships with the massive amounts of guns on them. You can see those have 100 guns, 100 guns, 100 guns. The British like their guns. Too bad we beat them. That's why we're America now. We got some more down there at the bottom. And then you've got your damage side, of course, for all of them. Nice bright yellow on there so you can tell which ones are damaged. We've got our French, Spanish. I think that's Dutch. I want to say that's Dutch. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, It's not Denmark, because Denmark's not red, white, and blue. It doesn't help that so many flags are red, white, and blue. French are blue, white, and red. Whoever Denmark, I want to say Denmark. Red, white, and blue. We're red, white, and blue. And then we got, like the Spanish ones. They've got a bunch of first rates. See, this is really what I wanted to reenact, is this era of the Age of Sail, the French versus the Spanish and all that. And then we've got our informational counters. These are the standards. You've got your hull here, how much hull damage. And I really do like how they have the modifiers printed on the counter, so you know when you get to here, that's when it's going to start affecting your ship. This is when it's going to start affecting your speed and how much it's going to affect your speed. And then you got your other informational stuff, your turn marker, wind direction. So I've got a couple of those now. Marker for battery. And then on the other side they have the even numbers. And oh, that's nice. On there it says vulnerable. Vulnerable is a state your ship can get into to where they might strike their colors and be done. Now this is interesting. This one does not have anywhere near the amount of small frigate type ships that Blue Cross had. See, there's only 2 red single square ships. There's 1 yellow. There's 2 of the blue ones, French, Spanish. 1 Dutch. 1 purple. No, 4 purple. Yeah. Someone's going to laugh at me for not knowing what that flag is, but oh well, I don't know them all. More counters for batteries. I like this because I don't think I had any counters for batteries in the 3rd edition. And I know I didn't have these counters, manpower counters. I'm going to have to actually eyeball the rule and see what those are used for, because those were not in the 3rd edition as well. Like I said in a previous video though, I do have the 4th edition pre-ordered. So on the P500 list, I'm looking forward to that coming out, and it's going to have the dual map with it, because I know this one does not come with the dual map. Let's see what else comes in here. We've got, you got, as usual, your standard GMT baggies and a couple of D10s. Now this is nice. The 3rd edition only came with 1 D10. That was a mistake. It needed to come with 2. So a couple of D10s, blue and red, baggies. And let's set out some of the maps real quick. You have 3 22 by 34 paper maps. Fold out one of them real quick so you guys can see it. Throw that under some plexiglass and you'll be good to go. I gotta say, I like it. Nice in these. You can tell there's no crease marks in it. Even though, I mean, this game's been sitting there, you gotta think, for years. It was printed back in 2010, so it's been 7 years sitting on the shelf, and there's no crease marks where the maps have been folded up all this time. So this actually is a decent paper quality. I'll get this under the plexiglass. I'm actually going to have to play this one at this table later on when I get a chance, because I still have Unconditional Surrender set up on my table in my spare room, and that one is not coming off anytime soon, because I am definitely looking forward to playing through that whole campaign. But anyway, that's what you get for Flying Colors, the first in the series on GMT's Age of Sail. It looks good. I like all the component quality in it. I like how the counters are a little bit thicker. If you have the option, I would definitely get the one that says 2010 down the bottom, second printing, versus getting the one that's 2005, because the component quality is a little bit better, a little bit thicker counters. Updated rules are included with it. Of course, you can still print those off online, but expect to pay a pretty penny. You're not going to get this for like 60 bucks. The cheapest I saw any of them going for on eBay was 80 to 85. A lot of them were getting bid up to 95, 100, and then you still got to consider you're paying for shipping on top of that. And also beware of certain potential resellers, Noble Knight Games, that will buy some rare games that are out of print and then jack the prices up and put them back up on their website on Amazon or eBay, and then they're charging $200 for something that realistically someone should pay $100 for. So if you've got a chance to get it and you are looking for it, definitely keep it in mind. I'll tell you, at the time of this video, I know there is another Flying Colors on Amazon right now, and the bidding was at 80. So what is this? This is November 9th, right? Yeah, it's actually the day before the Marine Corps birthday. Happy birthday to the Marines. So if you're seeing this video around that time frame and you want this game, you do have a chance to get it if you want to check eBay for it. There are 2 copies of the second version, which I absolutely refuse to buy because they're jacked up to $150, $170 for used copies, not in shrink, so not even a justifiable in any way markup. And yeah, you guys know who put it up there for that price. Anyway, that's it for this video. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next one.